What the fuck? What even is this?
Hey guys, sorry if I didn't pronounce that game quite correctly. I'm dyslexic as shit. Anyway, when I first saw this game on the Nintendo eShop, it was $30, and it looked pretty interesting, but that price is way too steep for a downloadable game with no demo. I'm not spending that much money on a game I can't return or trade in. A few weeks ago, I was at my local GameStop, and I noticed they made a physical copy. I couldn't believe it. I mean, if this actually got a physical release, it couldn't be that bad, right? Funny side story though, so the day I went to go get this, the girl at GameStop was like, "You want to pre-order Star Wars Battlefront or the new Call of Duty?" And I'm just like, nah, I'm picking up this game right here. Picked it up, looked at me, looked back at the game, looked back at me, and was like, well, this is interesting. You know what the fuck she was thinking in her head, right? Fucking weeaboos. Anyhow, I'm actually pretty sad to say that this game is pretty disappointing. Judging by the box art and the screenshots, it doesn't look like a bad game, and the graphics aren't really anything special. They look actually pretty dated, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. I've played plenty of games that aren't the prettiest but are fun as hell, like Deadly Premonition. The description seems pretty cool.
Burst into a bullet hell, dance with the Scarlet Devil.
I mean, holy fuck! Hell yeah, this game sounds dope as hell! Although I think this is the Scarlet Devil on the back of the box. Not exactly what I had in mind. You know what I mean? It even says you can bring your Touhou girl wherever you go. Could you imagine taking it to your parents' house and be like, "Hey dad, you wanna battle with my Touhou girl?" Next thing you know, your dad's calling the cops on you thinking you got like a little Japanese sex slave in the trunk of your car or something. You couldn't stick to Pokemon Go, could you, boy? No, Dad, it's not what you think. I'm just dancing with the Scarlet Devil, a Japanese schoolgirl with bat wings. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how he knows. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now you have 6, count 'em, 6 modes to play in this game, although the creators probably could have boiled it down to like 4. You have Verse Comp, and you have Verse Computer, which probably could have been 1 mode altogether. I mean, other games do it, like Smash Bros. You can just select whether you're fighting a bot or a person in the same menu, so I don't know why they didn't do this here. You have an online battle mode, which only 1 person was playing at the time. I believe he was from Japan, and it wouldn't let me connect to his game, probably because his internet connection wasn't so good, or mine wasn't. I don't know, I have the most expensive internet you could possibly have, so I don't know why it wouldn't connect. Maybe it's the shitty Wi-Fi in the Switch. And as for the lack of players, I really don't blame anybody for not playing this game online. Then you have an arcade mode, which is really more like a survival mode in typical games, because as soon as you die or lose 1 match, it sends you right back to the fucking start screen. Score attack is pretty much the same thing, but you don't get your health back after the end of a match. Then there's the story mode, which they had to have patched or something, because before, it wouldn't let me pick out a character. You had to play every story mode in order of each girl, and once you started a girl, it wouldn't let you progress until you finished that girl's storyline. But I guess it got patched, and now it brings you to a character select screen, so that was a big complaint of mine that they squashed, so thank you, whoever patched that in. So the story goes like this. Blah blah blah, spelling errors, I don't care what happens, as you fight your way through 4 other Touhou girls before fighting one of the most terrifying things you will ever see. What is it, you ask? Well, maybe it's a devil with a huge... No, wait, no, it's a giant anime schoolgirl's head. For whatever fucking reason, and it's the same boss for every character. Seems pretty lame to me, but whatever, Japan. You do you, boo-boo. The gameplay is pretty unique and weird to say the least. You control a Touhou girl in a third-person camera perspective, but it's more behind the back. You have 4 attacks as well as a double jump and a dodge fly button. The main attacks shoot different projectiles, and if close enough, a melee attack will happen. Every girl plays differently. There are a total of 9 girls to play, and a 10th being DLC for $2.50. You know what I gotta say about that, right? Fuck that. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, yeah, I don't think so. Anyhow, depending on who you play as, all you need to do is spam 1 button to kill your foes. You don't even need to run around, so needless to say, this being a fighter-shooter hybrid, it definitely needs rebalancing. I really like the witch and the maid. The witch being one of the most OP characters. She just has this beam of light that just wrecks bitches. The maid just throws knives at bitches, and I think she's just a total badass. What I didn't need are these pervy upskirt shots every time I lose. I mean, I'm playing like a 9 to 13-year-old girl, and it's pretty disturbing, Japan. I think there's things we all need to work on. You guys and your pedophile-esque ways, and us Americans should probably stop filming dead bodies. Yup! Besides that, another overpowered thing in the game is the special moves. You do this by building meter, and some characters don't even need to land hits in order to build this meter. They just need to spam buttons, apparently. Once the meter is built, all you have to do is hit all the attack buttons at once, and it takes half your opponent's life points if it hits, making this game super easy and kinda boring. It doesn't help that the stages are dull and the music sucks. It needs less of whatever the fuck this is. And some more of that J-pop from the advertisements. So in conclusion, I would stay far away from this game at its current price point. I would say anywhere from $5 to $10. It might be worth it to have like a goofy time with your friends, as it is split screen, and it could be kind of enjoyable for a few laughs. However, I personally didn't experience that myself because I have no friends. Maybe I'll make my brother play this with me one of these days and live stream it for the world to see. Anyway guys, I'm Bob Zombie, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope it helped you with your future purchasing decisions. And if this truly feels like something you would be interested in, feel free to pick it up. It definitely is a unique experience that you're not going to find elsewhere. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will be having future giveaways on this channel once we hit the 300 subscriber mark. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu until next time.